February 7th. A broad Arctic cold front now stretches from the upper Midwest into the mid-Atlantic, with sub-freezing air entrenched from the Rockies across the Great Lakes and Northeast, driving widespread cold air impacts, low ceilings/visibilities and snow streamers, and gusty winds that will be the dominant operational concern for much of the country today. In the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, the frontal passage has already triggered snow showers and blowing snow along and west of the Appalachians, with near-blizzard conditions in higher terrain, and gusts that can challenge crosswind control and ground operations around hubs like DCA, IAD, and BWI this morning. Ceilings will lift slowly late in the day as high pressure builds in behind the front. Across the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley, very cold advection with lake-effect snow showers and blowing snow will reduce visibilities around ORD-CLEDTW and in the Detroit/Windsor corridor into the midday hours. Wind chills will be extreme for ground crews and can affect fuel flow and pre-flight checks unless desing practices are strictly followed, even as cloud bases trend toward VFR. Mid-Atlantic and Northeast terminals, including PHL, EWR, and BOS, should expect residual snow showers, gusty northwest winds aloft, and pockets of MVFR SIGs through the morning, with gradual improvement this afternoon as drier air filters in from Canada. In the southeast, dry post-frontal northwest flow and low relative humidity have resulted in red flag conditions across central Florida, with gusty winds and very dry air, elevating turbulence potential on descent and climb out of MCO, MLB, and JAX, and requiring careful power and anti-ice management in the absence of precipitation. Small craft advisories persist offshore with choppy conditions and potential sea fog development near coastal terminals. Over the plains, the Arctic push brings persistent northerly winds and VFR conditions with cold temperatures. But a weak clipper system moving through the northern plains may introduce light snow and brief visibility reductions around MSP, MCI, and DSM, with occasional MVFR stratus until high pressure builds late. In the Southwest and Rockies, a relatively quiet pattern prevails, with upper ridging and dry air keeping most terminals from heavy impacts. Though gusty west winds and mountain wave turbulence are expected across the Rockies today, potentially affecting approaches into DEN and ABQ, and Strong's downsloping may suppress cloud cover temporarily. From the Pacific Northwest into California, weak onshore flow will maintain low stratus and patchy fog in coastal valleys this morning, moderating toward afternoon, while winds aloft remain light with limited convective activity and overall VFR expected outside of marine layer effects. Overall, today's macro-scale setup is dominated by the deep Arctic air mass and its trailing front, which will drive winds aloft/turbulence and cold air ceilings across the central and eastern U.S., with the most acute impacts this morning giving way to gradual improvement by late afternoon in most regions.